Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. After a long time I am back, and today, as one of my subscriber requested me to make a video on the topic quadratic equation, so today I will try my level best to make a video on quadratic equation for high secondary second year commercial mathematics and statistics, even for class 10. So let's start. We will start solving simple sums and then we will move on to complex sums. That's my way of teaching. Like quadratic equations, Quadratic, quadratic equations, Equations, quadratic equations. Let me make you familiar with the topic by writing the heading so that you better understand. Like you don't face any difficulties. Some may not listen, just see how I solve the sum. So we will solve x to the power 6 minus 28x cube plus 27 is equals to 0. Now we have to solve this. Now you see the term 6, the term 3. So you just arise like x cube, x to the power 6. How we are going to solve, how we get to deal with this sum. The first thing I request you is, please don't be panic. I advise you, I request you, I order you, don't be panic. Just do this. In this sum, especially, you get different type of situation. In different sums you get different types of situation. Solve all the sums, you will be familiar with all the possible situations. X to the power 3 is equals to z. Okay, now you see, if you see this properly, x to the power 6 is nothing but x to the power 3 whole thing to the power 2. And if you see this properly, x to the power 3 is nothing but z, so z square. Now z square minus 28z plus 27 is equals to 0. Now as this is the first sum, I basically think you have the basic knowledge of how to solve the equations, quadratic equations. But then also, as this is the basic sum, I will give you a brief idea. So coefficient of z square is nothing but 1. So the coefficient of this into 27, this into this, so 27 we will break it up, 39, 33, 31. Now something which should be same for all the cases, like z square minus 27z minus 1z plus 27 is equals to nothing but 0. Now you see, if you do minus 27z minus 1z, you will get the answer as minus 28z. And if you do the multiplication, minus 28z into 1 into minus 1z, you are going to get minus 27z square. So both the conditions are satisfied. Now take z as common, z minus 27, and here you also write z minus 27. That is my way of doing. Now you have to balance it. Now what you shall put? 1 plus or minus? Put minus. If you put the minus sign, it will be equal. Z minus 1, z minus 27 is equals to 0. Now two situation arises. Either z minus 1 equals to 0, that means z equals to 1, and z is nothing but x cube is equals to 1, that means x is equals to 1. Simple. Or z minus 27 is equals to 0, that means z is equals to 27, and the value of z is equals to x cube, that means x cube is equals to 27, that means x equals to 3. Sum is fully completed. And please don't write plus minus, because it is cube, not square. In the question, when the question of is square to the power 4 to the power 6, then you write plus minus. It will not be a big deal. But in the case like 3 even numbers, it causes a lot of problem. You have to write only in positive, it can't be in negative, because if you write plus minus 3, in the case of plus 3 it will be applicable, but in the case of minus 3 it won't be applicable. Like minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3 is nothing but minus 27, not positive 27. You must get the answer in positive 27, which is very much important for you all. If you don't get the answer in positive 27, you won't be able to get the full marks. And you have to satisfy the condition. As you are giving the equal sign, that means you consider both the things to be equal. For doing this, you must satisfy the criteria. Merely giving the equal sign won't help you. It must be equal. So now we will move on to the next sum. Similar category sum we will try, but a little difficult one. Like solve, like now next one. Solve 2x to the power minus 1 plus x to the power half is equals to 6. Now you see this, you can take this as means base, like x to the power half is equals to like z is common in most of the cases. But how are you going to deal with this situation? Here the question of minus 1 is arising first of all, and how you are going to deal with it. The situation we will now be handling is, oh here minus 2x to the power minus 1 plus x to the power minus 1 by 2 equals to 6. We can take x to the power minus 1 by 2 is equals to z, but how we are going to convert this? So first of all, my technique, you see my technique of doing. So we want x to the power minus 1 by 2, and I have done this thing. Now what must be done to make it is equal to x to the power minus 1? I have added a 2 in the denominator just for my want, for my need. So how I'm going to balance it? If we multiply it also by 2, the question of balancing will be satisfied, and we can even put the equal sign. I hope you are getting my point. I have divided it by 2 and then I have multiplied it by 2. Now we can easily do this sum. Actually this is the basic thing. This is the most important part. If you can solve this part, the rest sum is like similarly like the first one. This is the basic sum. So I try to make a similarity. Like here we have assumed, and in this sum also we have assumed. If we assume this thing, it will be very much easy for you to remember. I'm doing from the class 12 point of view, even if it is included in class 10, but in class 10 you get a comparatively easy one, but in class 12 it's comparatively tough, and if you get habited with the tough one, it won't hamper you in the future. So now let us assume x to the power minus 1 by 2 is equals to z. Now 2z square plus z minus 6 is equals to 0. We will do the product. Minus 6 into 2, minus 12, and we will now break it down. Minus 12. To satisfy the criteria, 2z square plus 4z minus 3z minus 6 is equals to 0. Now you see 4z minus 3z is equals to nothing but z. First criteria satisfied. 4z into minus 3z is nothing but 12z square. Second criteria is also satisfied. Take twice z as common. So it will be here we get z plus 2. Here you also write z plus 2 is equals to 0. Now you see 3. We have omitted the 3. Right here minus 3. Balancing technique. z plus 2 twice z into twice z minus 3 is equals to 0. Now two situation will arise. Either z is equals to z plus 2 is equals to 0. That means z is equals to minus 2. So z is nothing but x to the power minus 1 by 2 is equals to 2. Now how we are going to cope it up? Like if this is in the fraction, so we will do a simple technique. X to the power 1 by 2 whole thing to the power 2 is equals to 2 square. Squaring both sides. I have just written it in the bracket so that you can understand. Squaring both sides, what we did. x to the power minus 1 is equals to 4. Now if we multiply minus 1 in both the cases, it will be x equals to 4 to the power minus 1, and 4 to the power minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 4. So this is one value of x. Sum is still not completed. These sums are quite a big sums, and you need to have very much patience and as well as huge concentration and practice. Now we will go to another one, either or twice z minus 3 is equals to 0. That means z equals to 3 by 2, and z is nothing but x to the power minus 1 by 2. So we will just write it in simple way. Similarly, for the thing we did in either, we will continue the same process in or. X to the power minus 1 by 2 whole square is equals to 3 by 2 whole square, squaring both sides. So x to the power minus 1 is equals to 9 by 4. Now if we multiply into minus 1 in both the sides, the answer that we are going to get is x equals to 9 by 4 whole thing to the power minus 1, and 9 by 4 whole thing to the power minus 1 means 4 by 9. Now the sum is fully completed. Quite a big sum, but very easy. I can't say that this is a very difficult sum. This is a very easy sum if you understand. The basic thing is to understand. Now next sum. Solve. I try my level best to cover 5 sums, at least 5 sums in this video. 2 sums we have already covered. Now let's move on to the next sum. Solve px. No, not this one. This we will solve, but this is a very complicated sum. I can even make a separate video in this sum, because we have to take in considering both the situations we will be solving this sum. So before we do it, we must have this, what to say, knowledge of solving previous sum. 2x plus 1 by x whole square minus 7 x plus 1 by x plus 5 is equals to 0. Put it in bracket. Now I hope this is quite a simple one as compared to the earlier one. Yeah, you have got it right. Let x plus 1 by x is equals to z. Simple. That means twice z square minus 7z plus 5 is equals to 0. Now you break it. 10 to 5. 2z square minus 2z minus 5z plus 5 is equals to 0. Take 2z as common. Like, is it satisfying the criteria? Minus 2 minus 5, sum it up, minus 7. Just do the multiplication part. 10z square. Yeah. Take 2z as common. So z minus 1. Take minus 5 as common. Z minus 1. You do these steps. Actually, if you directly move to this step, like z minus 1 twice z minus 5 is equals to 0, and if you do this step and skip these 2 steps, basically you will be omitting the main steps and you won't get the mark. As simple as that. That's what the truth I have said clearly to you all. So now you have to, this is a very lengthy sum. Either z minus 1 is equals to 0, that is z equals to 1, and what is the value of z? Z is equals to x plus 1 by x is equals to 1. Now if you take the LCM, it will be x square plus 1 is equals to x. X square plus 1 is equals to x. So x square minus x plus 1 is equals to 0. Keep it here. And if you want to further simplify it, If you want to further simplify it, no need to simplify it. Keep it here. This for high secondary level or metric level, this much is enough. This much is enough. Actually, you won't get the answer in this way by either. So now or twice z minus 5 is equals to 0. So z is equals to 5 by 2. And z is equals to nothing plus 1 by x equals to 5 by 2. Now, take the LCM as we did in the earlier case. Take the LCM, twice x square plus 2 is equals to 5x. If we arrange it, twice x square minus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. If we take the LCM, means not LCM, like factorize it, twice x square minus 4x minus 1x plus 2 is equals to 0. Is it satisfying both the criteria? Minus 4x minus 1x is equals to nothing but minus 5x, and if we do the multiplication part we will get plus 4x square. It is clearly satisfying. So we will take twice x as common, so x minus 2. Here we write the same thing, x minus 2, just we will take minus 1 as common. So twice x minus 1 x minus 2 is equals to nothing but 0. So here also two situation, either x is equals to 2 or x equals to half. The sum is quite big, and if we do it in the answer paper it will be more big, because here we are doing it in a long copy, and in the exam paper you get short copies, and you have to present it in a very clear and precise way, in the best possible way you have to do it. This is also one of the good way, not the best way, but best way is to give gaps between lines and give some space. Actually I wanted to cover up this sum in this page, so I didn't give very much attention to the presentation. So now next these sums are very big sums. You are not going to get easy sums at all, because the question of easy sums does not arise. Then also I try my level best, as this is the first video, to make you familiar, not to give you any tension, stress. I will try my level best to segregate the easiest and simple sums, but which are of importance, not importance to solve, so that you can build your concept by solving some easy sums. Let's solve this sum. Solve 5x plus 1 by 5x is equals to 26 by 5. Here you see, here you first of all understand, this is same as we are doing earlier. We have to assume, let 5x is equals to z. So some may now ask me, some may have the question like, where the hell z square will come? How z square is going to come? That is none of your stress, just write it. Z plus 1 by z equals to 26 by 5. Just write, follow this, follow up to this. Now take the LCM. Z square plus z divided by z equals to 26 by 5. We have got z square. Now 5z square minus 26z plus 5 is equals to 0. I have just arranged it a bit. Already I have just skipped only one step and arranged it in the best possible way. Arranging is very important, because without arranging, and if I just move on by showing you that 5x square plus 5x equals to 26x square, I have just skipped one step just to save some time. Now 25, 5z square minus 25z minus 1z plus 5 is equals to 0. let's see if it is satisfying both the criteria. It is 100%, it is satisfying both the criteria. 5z equals to z minus 5. We take 5z as common, and here we take minus 1 as common. Z minus 5 is equals to 0. Now 5z minus 1 into z minus 5 is equals to 0. Now the question of either or arises. Either 5z minus 1 is equals to 0. That means z is equals to 1 by 5, and z is nothing but 5 to the power x. 5 to the power x is equals to 5 to the power minus 1. 1 by 5 is nothing but 5 to the power minus 1. X is equals to minus 1. Simple. Or z minus 5 is equals to 0. That means z equals to 5. X 5 to the power x is equals to 5 to the power 1. Nothing is written means 1. 5 to the power 1 is 5. So x equals to 1. So the sum is now fully completed. Fully completed in all the respects. You are going to get full mark if you solve this sum in this manner. And if you solve in some other manner, I don't know. I have not even tried to solve it in some other manner. I have just used this technique of solving. Now let's see if we can cover up some more sums. I try my best to cover up a last sum. This sum that we are going to do will be quite a complicated sum, and complicated means not, it will be a very long sum. I don't want to use the word complicated, I want to use the word long. Like, if you now see, you will understand why I am using the term long repeatedly. Solve. Solve x divided by x plus 1 plus x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 plus x plus 2 divided by x plus 3 is equals to 0. Now, if you see in both the cases, if we do a technique like 1 minus x divided by x plus 1 plus 1 minus x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 plus 1 minus x plus 2 divided by x plus 3 is equals to 0. Now, simply, why I did this technique? Now, the straight thing that should come to your mind, x plus 1 minus x will be nothing but you get the answer as 1. In same situation, just to get a common thing, we could have easily taken the LCM here and started the sum. But if we have done this technique, the sum will be very much complex to calculate. The calculation part would have become very complex. And if we now take the LCM and make it do this technique of like minus 1 minus x divided by x plus 1 just to get the numerator as 1, it will be a lot of help. 1 divided by x plus 1 plus 1 divided by x plus 2 plus 1 divided by x plus 3 is equals to 0. Now you have to take the LCM. No other site is left. You have to take the LCM only. So that is why I have said the procedures are very simple. You easily understand like what are the steps, how to follow. But the execution part is very tough in this sum. So now see, x plus 1, so exclude this. X plus 2 into x plus 3 plus, exclude this one, x plus 1 into x plus 3 plus, exclude this one, x plus 1, x plus 2. Now multiply and solve. I have already solved. So I give you the rough idea. You have to take your time and solve. If I now move on to how to solve this sum, like calculating, it will take a lot of time. And honestly I don't want to waste your valuable time. X square plus 5x plus 6 plus x square plus 4x plus 3 plus x square plus 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. Here you no need to multiply, you just put it there, it will be 0. Now 3x square plus 12x plus 11 is equals to 0. Everything is visible. I will now shift the page, change the page. The calculation is also very difficult in this case situation. Like, I don't know, someone just merely told me the last part, has helped me with the book. X is equals to 12 bar plus minus root over 144 minus 132 divided by 6. And you quite often don't get this answer in, means this question in your exam, like, and if you get, you keep the answer up to here, they are going to give you the full marks. This is either not possible for you and me, for a student of class 12 or class 10 to calculate like this. You have to take a lot of time and procedure. This is a separate procedure to calculate. For the time being, you keep this in mind. But if you want to learn, it will take a lot of time, and comment me, I can even make a video. I don't have any objection in making, but it's up to you. If you want to learn, I can teach you, but I tell you honestly, this question doesn't comes in exam, just to give you a little tough one, so I just solved it. X is equals to minus 6 plus minus 3 root over 3 divided by 3. So that's my way of solving, my way of teaching. I hope you have really liked my way. I have even skipped 2 to 3 steps in this particular part. So then also, because you won't understand how I did it, it's a separate concept. Then also, I hope you have liked my video, and if you have really liked my video, if this video has helped you, please subscribe to my channel and comment me genuinely if whether you have understand or not. That is very much important for me. So thanks for watching this video.